Hey guys, welcome back to another Wixo video. This is episode 3, and in between the time of 2 and now, I have added a few things, so let me show you those real quick. Okay, so the first thing that I added in this are able to turn on and turn off the rivers. Pretty cool. The second thing I added is provinces. There's only provinces for these countries here, but in future episodes there's gonna be it's gonna be all filled out everywhere. Next thing I added is major cities. All I did was just sprinkle a bunch of dots everywhere, and so that would be all of the new things that I've added. So anyway, let's jump right into the episode. So the first thing we're going to be seeing is the red team doing some expansion into the African peninsula. So they are going to push up north into the... I forgot what country that is, man. Into the Tunisia area, which I just remembered the country name. And eventually they get all of the Tunisia area. And that is where the red team is going to start pushing in to claim their land. Because you know how the red team is. And so this is how the red team's land now looks. The next thing we're going to be seeing here is this balkanized Balkan area. Never thought that would happen, now would you? Now anyway, the first thing that's going to happen is this team declaring war on this team. Because that's how the Balkans are, you know. Now this tan color country is going to push in to the green team, and just like, now you may be thinking, but this one's bigger and stuff. This one's stronger, okay? Deal with it. So, with the green team first forming and not really thinking about to start protecting themselves instantly, they're kind of getting rolled over, because, yeah, they just get cooked. They're cooked. Tan team, why are you so strong, dude? Why is the green team so weak? Like, well, anyway, that is that, and this tan team color officially capitulates them, and we'll see the peace treaty on that. So the tan team is going to completely screw over the green team. That's not very nice, tan team. And shortly after this, all these provinces being taken, which you can see on the provinces map, this country is going to break away. Now the next thing that's going to happen is in this pink country. The pink country is going to expand into its explored claims, as one should. Now the pink team reaches into the Danish peninsula, and they just start taking it. Because who doesn't want to take over the Danes, am I right, guys? I mean, this does seem to appear to take only 6 hours, to be honest. Like, talk about a quick breeze, am I right, guys? And this is the current pink team right now. Now the next thing we're going to be doing is something with the purple team. You see, the purple team knows that it is summer, currently where they are. And what happens in summer? Expansion! Woo! So the purple team sends their explorationer people, and they meet up to find a new ocean. The Atlantic Ocean. We can't see that far, we only see like that much. But it's okay, guys, it's okay. Now anyway, the Dutch team meets up with some of these purple team explorers and like, bro, where'd you guys come from? Like, up, I guess? I don't know. Alright, well, you want to explore this land? Yeah, let's do it. Now they keep going until all of France is fully explored. Well, most of it. Now, as soon as that happens, the Dutch team makes a landing with their explorationers in the British Isles. And they decide to rest here because that is a very nice spot to be. Now with this pinkish, orangish, red color, I don't know what to call it, they are going to do some expanding of their own since being a new country. They are going to send a bunch of their troops, or exploration, yeah, they're basically just troops, they don't really have a job for that yet. Anyway, they keep expanding, and eventually they're like, I think it's time to start expanding our country. So they start expanding their country, and eventually they actually set up an exploration team instead of using their army forces. Now, speaking of exploration, who was the explorationist in this region? The pink team. So you know what they do? They team up with their best friend, tannish pink team, salmon team, and then they start exploring over here into this area. Now this is where the point where most of the stuff up here is getting pretty barren, and the Pinks team's like, you know what? I think I'm pretty good on exploring that way. Might as well get what I got. So they start expanding, and until like they get to the end border and boundaries of their explored land. Might as well get to that lake, they say. Now that's a pretty beefy pink team. Now I would think it's time for some more exploration. Woo! Woo! And now these Balkans, they start exploring until they finally make it to the Baltics. Balkans make it to the Baltics? Gasp. I'm so dumb, bro. Now there's multiple countries that can be expanding up here, but you want to know who does? Neither of them. It's this blue team country. And they set up a capital. Now they don't have any major cities, so we are just gonna plop one right in Riga. And they are gonna give themselves a beautiful capital. Boom. As with the Balkans, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna expand because who went? So the yellow team, feeling very triumphant about their win against the lime team, for the lime team being a day, we are going to see them expand into this until they border this unclaimed land. Now this purple team that just got released was feeling a little small. And you know what happens when a country feels small? They stop being small. And so does this lime country right here. That's not lime, that's olive. Back to the tan team, you know what they do? They start expanding as well, because who doesn't love expanding, am I right, folks? When they meet up with the pink team, they're pretty happy with themselves, because pink team shares the same views. Declare war on people you don't like, and you'll get very nice rewards. Now, guys may be wondering, hey God, why does this orange team person exist? Well, it wouldn't exist if it was all because of this and the purple team. Because, as you all know, the gold team and purple team are on the only alliance on Earth. The Square Alliance and the Yeah, it's just the square lines. What am I saying? Now, there's a few countries that absolutely despise these two. We would say it's these countries. And so, you know what they do? They form an alliance. Now, these three countries don't really enjoy this team. These two founded it, and as soon as it was made, this team wanted to join, and they were gladly to accept that. The live team asked this person, this Unk, that used to be all of this, and they said no. They said no, because they don't like that person, and this person didn't want him in it anyway. So, yep, now you got two rivaling things, and it's outnumbered. What do they do? What are they gonna do about that? Why are you letting them in? Okay. So now it's a 3v3, and these countries don't like each other. Well, as that happens, I think it's time to see another war. The green team wanted to expand its glory back into existence. They are going to declare war on this teal team. Reasoning: we want this. The blue team's like, oh, it's ours. Well, the thing is that the green team right here, they have land right there. So they easily just send troops into that. It's like I don't even think there's a city there. No, there's not. There's like, it's like a tribe. At least. However, they are going to start their push into their land that they wanted from the blue team. Yeah, it's teal. And instantly, they take their capital from little resistance, and they're gonna getting got right here. But hey, you know what happens about that? The gold team. The gold team is gonna send aid to this teal team without this green team knowing. Shh. And with that, the teal team is quick to start pushing back the green team, and they successfully kick them out of the Asian claim. But the teal team is not gonna bother going into Europe, and they're like, fine, you can have Europe, but we want our capital to stay a thing. Green team's fine. I was gonna win anyway, but something, you guys just like dumped all your stuff into all your money into your army or whatever. I accept. So they accept that. Let's see the peace treaty. And so this is what we see for the peace treaty. The green team gets a little bit of this, or those three provinces anyway. It doesn't matter. Anyway, that little war, green team could have easily won. But now that war just put the teal team on alert, and they actually started doing stuff. Blue team, yeah, they aren't very talked about much. The thing is, they still don't like the red team. And something's going on, and so they fund some things to happen in the red team. All they need now is for a war to break loose. Luckily, the pink team and this team color, it's happy to oblige. But they don't have a justification, and they can't really just do that. They can. It's just, they're feeling nice today. So you know what the red team does on not caring about their citizens' lives? They declare war on the blue team. Now, the blue team is already tired of this, but seeing the red team's troops roll into them pretty quickly, and actually not that powerfully, the gold team is like, hey, red team, can you, like, stop what you're doing, please? Red team's like, oh yeah, what are you gonna do? Invade you? The team's like, yeah, sure, bud. And the pink team and blue team, they're like, yo, dude, stop doing that. You don't want the gold team to invade you, bro. And they're like, yeah, okay, cool. Okay, fine. I'll pull out. So they pull out of the teal team, but that gives them a justification to declare war on the red team. Pink team troops start invading the red team, cutting them all completely off of the Caspian Sea already. And they capture this major city. Now that also gave the blue team reasoning, because they were actually having nice trade deals with the teal team. How, you may ask? Because the red team let the blue team go through. Because they are okay with each other, but now the blue team doesn't like them. So the blue team declares war on them and starts pushing their troops in. And eventually the blue team captures this major city. The red team appears to find a few rebels on these parts of provinces. So the rebels, they start to push in, and eventually, after a few days of sieging the city, they make it into that major city. I'm just speeding this up because I don't know what I'm doing. And these rebels are being heavily supported by this team, the pink team, the blue team, and the gold team. So that's why they are feeling very powerful. Soon we see the pink team forces meeting up with the rebels' forces, and they start to get pushed into. Now the red team, just getting cooked, they will try to afford an offense. The move that they're going to do offense against 3 fronts, they're going to pick the most useless one and just barely recapture one of their cities. And then they just run out of money. So you know what happens next? Yeah, that happens. So the red team completely just gets absolutely abolished. And hey guys, sucks to see it, but no red team being super powerful throughout all the episodes. Boo, boo-hoo. Anyway, let's see this peace treaty. Well, this is how the treaty turned out, and I will show you what happened in things in a second. So as you can see, there's this brown team, this one of the rebels, another one of the rebels, this blue team, this purple team, and then the red team is reduced to this little smudge. There was a new province being made. It's this one, and I still need to update the province map, but I added a few. I also added new major cities, and I gave them all their capital. Well, I would say that wraps it up for this episode. Have a good day, people, and thank you for watching my Wixo. Comment egg if you watch this, please, bro, please. Alright, well, see you later, guys, and see you in episode 2.